Good morning, guys, or good afternoon if you're in my afternoon class. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're going to learn a new standard, so I hope you guys are excited as I am. I'm going to start the lesson off with reading you off the Tennessee State Standard. It is Tennessee State Standard 11-12.L.CSE.1. Now that you guys don't have to remember or know anything about, but what it is demonstrate command of the conventions of standard English, grammar, and usage when writing or speaking, consider complex and contested matters of usage and convention. Now, this is really important for 11th graders. At the moment, you guys are working on writing literary analysis, composing persuasive essays, and when you guys get to college in a couple of years, the first couple of classes you guys are more than likely going to have is Composition 1 and 2 and World History 1 and 2, all of which require writing a lot of papers. Additionally, being in East Tennessee, a lot of the residents of East Tennessee use a lot of slang, such as, I ain't got no money. Well, the proper way to say that would be, I do not have any money. And sometimes it can reflect in our writing if we're not careful. So today we're going to work on mastering the art of composing essays and stories with correct grammatical usage and correct composition. So how are we going to begin? Here's how we're going to begin, guys. I'm going to show you the structure of an essay, which you guys should already know this. Being in 11th grade, you've written an essay or two, I would suppose. Opening paragraph with 3 support paragraphs and a closing paragraph. You guys know that. And you guys also know that it can be 15 paragraphs. It can be 2 paragraphs. This is the traditional essay, and this is what we're generally shooting for. And in these essays, we need to include well-constructed sentences. For example, I don't want to write, I'm going to the store, period. I'm buying a jar of mayonnaise, period. I'm going home, period. I drove the car to the store, period. That's too many short, simple sentences. It does not sound good. That is something that we would have been writing in kindergarten or first grade, and we can't be having that in our work because we need to be proud of our essays and they need to be the best we can put in. Additionally, sometimes people use run-on sentences, and I'll receive a paper with 2 sentences and it's 4 pages long, and I don't know if texting has resulted in that or what's happened, but it'll be something along the lines of, I'm going to the store, I bought a jar of mayonnaise, I bought a jar of mustard, I drove the car to the store, but unfortunately the car ran out of gas before I got to the store, so I had to go by the gas station, and as you can see, that's just too long, it's overwhelming, it's not going to work. We can't be doing that. So today, we're going to learn on mastering the art of creating an essay with correct composition and appropriate length, non-run-on sentences. So what we're going to need to do first is grab a book. We need a well-constructed book. This is the first one I picked up, but any good book will do. We don't want any book that's about Clifford the Big Red Dog or a book about Winnie the Pooh or anything that's like designed for 4-year-olds to learn how to read appropriately. We want a well-constructed book. And I'm just going to flip to a page in this book and find a well-constructed sentence very fast. Developers had laid out 13 new streets and squares in the Western District of Glasgow in hopes of attracting merchants and other home builders to an affluent urban lifestyle very different from that of the crowded old inner city. That is a well-constructed sentence. It is not a run-on, and it is appropriate length conveying all the information the author wants us to know in that sentence. So I want you guys to take your well-constructed book and find me 10 well-constructed sentences that are not simple sentences using commas, semicolons, things of that nature, and put them on a piece of paper first. Then I want you to cite the book using MLA version 8 format, and then I want you to copy that into Microsoft Word and then copy the citation. Afterwards, you guys are not done yet. I want you to think about your life, which hopefully you guys are doing that. Being in 11th grade, you have a bright future ahead of you, and you guys need to be thinking about what you're going to be doing. And I want you to take, for example, 2 to 3 short sentences. I enjoy eating at Wendy's, period. They have great hamburgers, period. I like their fries, period. And you could put, I enjoy eating at Wendy's, comma, I like their French fries and hamburgers, period. That would be an excellent sentence. Or you could even put, I enjoy eating at Wendy's, semicolon, I like their French fries and hamburgers, period. And I want you guys to write that in. I want you guys to type that in Microsoft Word. And I want you guys to use a visual aid chart to create one large sentence. And a lot of times in Microsoft Word, there's a great visual aids. This one, there's one that you can use. It's a little arrow, and it's got lines and with an arrow, and you can create transitions to show that. And I want you guys to do that 10 times, and then I want you guys to make a paragraph out of that. So you'll probably want to make sure all your sentences you're making are relevant to each other, and you can put an opening and closing sentence that you don't have to do that with, just to create a good flow. And then afterwards, I want you guys to create those 2 paragraphs, and hopefully they're 5 and 5, but if you want to do 4 and 6 or 7 and 3, as long as they look good, that's okay. And after that, you guys will be finished. This assignment will be using technology, so be prepared. You should need Microsoft Word, a laptop, a well-composed book, and your imagination. If you guys have any questions, you know exactly how to get a hold of me. And good luck, guys. Have a great day.